Hello, welcome to my page. Welcome to the replay. If you're watching the replay, please type in #replay just so that I know that you watched. If you're watching now, please go ahead and say hello so I know that you're watching. Tonight we're going to use this cute little woodland animals transfer. We're going to use it to ink a t-shirt, a child's t-shirt. So I like to make my grandkids t-shirts for holidays, and usually they are for the holiday itself, but this time I decided just to go ahead and make a quick shirt that they can wear forever. So I am going to go ahead, and I have a t-shirt here. I have an ink mat, and I'm going to go ahead and take off the plastic cover off of the ink mat. And the purpose for the ink mat is to, it's sticky, so it doesn't, you put your shirt on top of it, ink mat inside, and it sticks the shirt in place so it doesn't move around when you're inking. It also performs, acts like a barrier so that the ink does not go through to the back side of the shirt. We do have these in my shop. There are two different sizes, and this is the one that's longer and less wide. So I did add that to a shopping cart for you so you can locate it if you are interested in doing this. I thought I was going to film this up here, but looks like my phone wanted to restart. Anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and kind of fold it up, place it inside the shirt. And I always like to make sure that it's on there straight and evenly, as much as you can, so that I can get this centered and positioned correctly. So let's see how this is looking. Looks good. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and kind of flatten it on there. I don't want any wrinkles. So I'm just going to kind of lift it and place it on there carefully. Smooth it down. And make sure it looks like it's straight. And this is what it looks like, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and pick one of my transfers. And I think I'm going to pick this cute little, I believe it's a honey badger. At first I thought it was a skunk, but I think it's actually a honey badger. So since I'm inking and I'm putting it on fabric, I don't need to fuzz this transfer. I'm just going to go ahead and lay it on. So I'm going to go ahead and center it. And they say probably about 2 or 3 fingers down. I think since it's a kid's shirt, I'm going to go 2 fingers down. I'm going to smooth this transfer down. Now these transfers have a silk screen in them, and you can see the silk screen is white. That's where the ink or paste, so in this case it's ink. It's going to pass through the transfer and go onto the surface below. You want to make sure you have a good seal around all these lines so that the transfer, the ink doesn't bleed, and you get a good crisp line. So I'm kind of doubting whether this is actually straight. Let's see. That looks better to me. Okay, so this is our paste, our ink, I'm sorry. Ink is just like the paste, except it is permanent. So the texture is very similar. I'm going to go ahead and get one of my squeegees, silicone squeegee. Do you see the beveled edge there? That's going to help you smooth it. And I want to make sure that I'm very careful with the ink because it is permanent, but I'm going to go ahead and dab my squeegee in here, get some ink on it, and I'm going to offload on the transfer itself. Instead of starting where the silk screen goes, I'm going to start above the silk screen just so it'll reduce my chance of bleeding. I'm going to spread this ink over all the silk screen. I'm going to try to do it evenly. I might need some more here. And I don't want to go multiple directions because then I increase my chance of the paste, the ink bleeding through and going where I don't want it to go. So this is really easy, guys. I think I am going to go up though from the bottom. Even though I just told you I'm going to go one direction, I'm not going side to side, going up and down. Want to make sure you have all the silk screen, the white areas covered. And I'm just going to go over it one more time. I see some white areas where it's not really thick, not really good coverage. And I'm going to make sure that those get covered. Okay, I may have gone off a little bit right there. Let's see. You really want to stay on your transfer because it is permanent. So if I went off there, there's going to be a line there on my t-shirt. Okay, anything left over can go back into your jar. And I'm going to go ahead and cap up the black because it is ink and I don't like to take any chances with the ink. This is important too. Check your hands. If you have any type of ink on your hands, you want to clean that up. You don't want to risk putting any color on there that's going to be permanent where you don't want it to be. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and peel this up. Oh gosh, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn my heat press on real quick. I turn it on to 350 for 30 seconds. Okay, so I did get a little line under my badger. Do you guys see it? So that's something to be careful of. But otherwise, it looks really, really good. I'm going to go ahead and dry this just a little bit with my quick dry tool. And I want to embellish it with either glasses or a bow or something. So I'm going to dry this first layer. Just so that my transfer won't stick on top. Oh, it's really, really cute. So while I'm drying, I'm going to show you some of the things that we have on this transfer that we could use. We have, let me see how I should do it for you. Some glasses, a bow tie or a hair bow, a pipe, a monocle, and 4 different styles of glasses. I guess 5 with the monocle. So we can pick out one of those and just kind of lay it on top. Add another dimension to our little honey badger. So this is one way that you can personalize shirts for your kids. Have them pick out the character, have them pick out the accessory, anything else they want, and colors, and they can have a customized shirt. So this does dry pretty quickly. And I really shouldn't have my mat underneath here, my ink mat, but this tool doesn't get very, very hot. So I'm kind of being careful about it. Okay, let me check it. So if it's not tacky anymore, you're okay. So I think maybe this calls for a pair of glasses. What do you guys think? I'm going to try this pair down here. And like I said, you don't have to fuzz it because it's going on fabric. This is going to be so cute. I'm going to lay it down right on top. And I think I'm going to do this cadet blue for the glasses. You guys can do whatever color you feel like. Cadet blue. So like I did last time, I'm going to start on the transfer itself, not right directly into the silk screen. And I am going to paste over the silk screen areas, making sure I stay on the transfer this time. And I'm going to wipe off my excess, put my squeegee aside, and I'm going to lift up my glasses transfer. Oh, it's cute. I think it could have been a lighter color though. Do you see the glasses? That could have been a lighter color, so that's kind of a learning point. I'm going to dry that up, and I think we'll put a bow tie on. or maybe a hair bow. Okay, so let's pick out a hair bow. Let's make it a girl honey badger. I kind of put it at an angle. And I'm going to do this one in my Couture Coral. It's a real pretty color, and I hope it's going to stand out better than the blue did. I think I'm going to go from the bottom up this time. I love this color. Once again, I'm making sure that my hands are clean with every time I have to touch that shirt. I'm going to use a water wipe or something to get off any ink I have on my hands. So I'm going to go ahead and peel this off. Oh my gosh. It's adorable, guys. This is what it looks like. What do you think of the glasses and the hair bow? Isn't it cute? Okay, now I should have done this before I actually started drawing this. But since I was layering it, I wanted to make sure that I still had it sticky underneath. So you just kind of lift off your, take your mat out carefully because, let's put this down without messing it up. Because some of the paste or ink could have gone down to the next layer to your mat. So I'll clean that up in just a second, but I do want to make sure that I dry this really well. And then I'm going to heat set it. So normally you would, instead of drying it like I'm doing here, I'm just doing this for the sake of time, you would let it set for about 24 hours. Just let it set out and see how it turns out. Now, like I said, this is permanent once you put it on here, so I can't get that line out. And as I heat set it, it will be permanent. It is pretty much permanent right now, though. But before I heat press this, I want to make sure that it's completely dry. It's not tacky. And then we'll heat press it. Oh, I think I forgot my parchment paper. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. I forgot my parchment paper. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm back from the jungle. It wasn't a long trip, but it was a treacherous trip. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to clean these transfers real quick because I want to put my ink away. I don't want to have any chance of these transfers transferring over here. So I've got them laid out over here, and I'm just going to go ahead and spray them with water. And I am going to use a paper towel to take off that first layer of ink so it gets the most of it off. And it's going onto a paper towel, which I will then throw away. And they are still dirty, so I'm going to spray them again. And I've got something called my board eraser. Now, I did put the board eraser in the cart link for you because you need one. You really do. This is what it looks like, and I had it sitting in water, so I squeezed it out, and I rub over the transfers, and it does a good job of removing the ink or the paste, whatever you're doing, from the surface of the transfer. You're really wanting to get it out of the silk screen. That's the main purpose. I'm going to go ahead and rinse this out and kind of rinse off my surface below. I'm going to go over it again, and I'm going to go a couple different directions. I just really want to make sure that I can reuse these. Did I tell you that they're reusable? Between 8 and 12 times. And guys, I didn't tell you how to find the cart link for this. The cart link, if you type in the word shirt in the comments, check your Facebook Messenger, it will present you with a link to a shopping cart that's pre-filled with the items I used today except for the shirt. Now, when you look at that, you can take a look, you can change colors, you can modify the cart however you want. You can remove things, you can add things. It's just a starting point. That's all it is. It's just to help you locate things better, give you an idea of what I used, and then it's up to you to change it up the way you want. Okay, so this looks good. Now I'm going to get a paper towel and I'm going to dry both sides of my transfer. And it takes off the murky water. Can you see that it's still getting stuff off? Dry both sides. And then I'm going to let these sit out for just a little bit, sticky side up, so that they can air dry. But now that they're clean, I'm not so worried about them getting on my shirt. And then I'll put them back on my transfer backer to store them. That way you're taking really good care of them and you can use them again. All right, so now I have my shirt and I want to heat press it. I'm going to put this heat resistant pressing mat in here. I could really just put it underneath, I guess, but I'm going to put it inside. And that just gives it some cushion. I've got some parchment paper. This is from Dollar Tree, but it is the parchment paper that you use for like baking cookies and stuff like that. So now I have it on top to protect my paste. My heat press is at 350. I have the timer set for 30 seconds. This may be a little long. I might pull it up and kind of check it prior to the timer going off. So I'm just going to go ahead, and this looks like it covers the whole design. So I'm just going to let it do its thing. And right now it's got about 15 seconds left. I'm going to go ahead and check it. Okay, it is sticking a little bit to the paste, the ink, which means that I didn't dry it thoroughly enough in that area. I'm going to go ahead and take this off. And it's just the pink bow, guys. Look how much of the color it removed. So I really should have dried that a little bit. Now, since this is ink and it's so dirty, I'm not going to, well, I can fold it. Well, I think I'll just use a sheet. It feels dry. It's also very hot. What I'm going to do now is turn it inside out. Did you see how it did go through the shirt a little bit? So if I didn't have my ink mat in there, it would have gone through to the back side of the shirt. So good thing we had it there. I'm going to get another piece of parchment just to kind of protect the shirt a little bit. And to tell you the truth, I think I will. I normally put my parchment inside just to protect it a little bit. And I'm going to do it for another 20 seconds just to really heat set that. So once this is heat set, it's permanent. It can go in the washer, the dryer, and it won't fade, it won't peel, it won't crack off. It will stay just like it is forever. So that's why that's the importance of not making mistakes or getting anything extra on your shirt. Oh, I didn't even set the timer. Well, we'll just set it. So 350 might be a little bit hot for this, maybe 340. But you just really want to make sure that it's set. Okay. So now I can use this piece of parchment paper over because I did not get any ink on it. This one still has some ink coming off. So I really did not dry that bow very good. Might want to press that again. And I could actually redo that bow another layer. But I think I'm going to go ahead and give it another 30 seconds and make sure it's pressed really, really good. How are you guys doing? The keyword for today is shirt. Type in the word shirt. Please give it a heart if you like this, and feel free to share if you know of anyone else that would like to see this cute little shirt. This is one for my grandkids. I have a few grandkids, and I did this one as a girl shirt because I have more girls than boys. But I will make them all a shirt. All right. So let me feel it. Yeah, it's on there good now. Okay, so look at that. Isn't that adorable, guys? If you like it, please give it a heart. What do you think? Would you have made that a different color? What color would you have made the glasses? You could have gone like a silver or white, maybe. What color should the glasses have been? You can't really see the glasses well. Should I do them a different color? What do you think? My transfer is clear or dry. I could put my ink mat back in. Maybe we should do that. So maybe I want to add another layer of the pink and change the color of the glasses. What if I did pink glasses and a pink bow? I could do that. So the only thing is I want to make sure my shirt's not stretched out or else it's not going to line up. So I'm just going to gently press it down. And we'll go ahead and put back on the glasses transfer. And it should be really easy to line up as long as my eyes can see, which isn't always the case. Kind of like these glasses, I'm not sure if they're going to line up. That's a little thing there. Well, let's just try it. That's all we can do is try it. Rub it on. I'm going to get my pink again. I'm going to go over it. Let's see if this stands out more. Huh? Oh yeah. I do have a little rim on the, I didn't quite line it up properly. That's okay. Looks like he's got on 2 pairs of glasses. Now I think I'll do another layer of the pink for the bow. Pink for the bow. So lining up on a shirt that could have been placed back on differently. Yeah, it's not really, it's like I could have stretched it out a little bit since I'm putting it back on again. You know what, guys, I'm not going to redo the bow because it's not lining up very good. So I'll just go ahead and do this again. I'll heat press this again. But I do like the pink glasses a lot better. So take out my mat. So you know how the t-shirt is stretchy? So that's why it's kind of hard to get it lined up again. Take that out. Make sure it's really dry, and I'm going to heat press it. Remember how my pink was kind of wet last time? I'm going to make sure it's dried better this time. Are you guys ready for Easter? Kind of snuck up on me a little bit. Now what do I do with my... Oh, here it is. All right, let's heat press it for 30 seconds. And we'll see what the final product looks like. So today's Friday, then we have Saturday, Sunday. I'm just not quite ready for Easter. I'm still working on, well, I just like to do the decorations. I don't need to, but I like to. Are you guys ready? You're gonna go out and celebrate somewhere? It's gonna be fun. I love celebrating with the grandkids. Okay, I think that's good. I left it with 4 seconds on there. Peel it off. And still, see, I could have dried it more because I still have the thing. But this is our final project, guys. Uh-oh, and I got a bunch of stuff on the shirt. So that's gonna stay. I didn't cap up my ink, but here it is, guys. What do you think? Isn't that a cute little shirt? So adorable. I know the girls will love it. All right, guys, if you need any questions answered, please let me know. If you want to know about the monthly DIY, type in the word club. Feel free to share this. I appreciate you guys watching so much. Thank you. I'll see you later. Bye.